Yo, what's going on, guys? It's Olin here, aka The Nord, and I'm coming at you guys with another Arms Day reset video, Gunsmith reset, whatever you guys want to call it. Just like last week, we're going to go over the test weapons for this week, go over the venues for which I use to complete them that I think are the quickest, go over what we can requisition for next week, and I'll kind of tell you guys what I'm leaning towards. So jumping in, going from left to right, we got the Hive Assault Rifle, which is looking for Cabal kills, the Hive Pulse Rifle, which is looking for precision shots, the Suros Pulse Rifle, and the Hive Shotgun, which are both looking for us to rack up Hive kills, and we're going to finish it off with the Omalon Sniper, which wants us to get Fallen Captains again, just like last week. As for the guns we can requisition for next week, from left to right, we've got the Hive Assault Rifle, two versions of the Suros Assault Rifle, the 41 and the 45, the Suros Rocket Launcher, and the Omalon Sniper Rifle. So for this week, we only have two requisitable weapons that have matching test weapons as well, the Hive Assault Rifle and the Omalon Sniper, but at least you'll be able to mess with those, and if those are the two guns you want to requisition, you'll be able to get somewhat of a feel for what you might be getting next week. Other than that, let's go ahead and jump into the venues, guys. I got two new ones for you for the Hive Assault Rifle and the Hive Pulse, and we're going to be revisiting an old venue from last week, which is a bit of a different route and a bit of a different focus to knock out our last three weapons. So for this first venue, we're looking to knock out the Hive Assault Rifle, aka our Cabal Assault Rifle. So for that, we are heading to the Hollows on Mars. Basically, whenever you drive into the Hollows, you should see about straight ahead of you a couple silo-looking things and some Cabal kind of meandering around in that vicinity. Head over there, you're basically going to kill those guys, head up the stairs, and basically kill your way through the whole building till you get to an Imperial Centurion. You're more than welcome to kill a Centurion. From what I've heard and what I've seen, Majors and Ultras don't go toward the progress of your weapon, but I had a kind of interesting experience with that with one of the later weapons that I'll explain when I get there. But I usually just kill them just because, I mean, you can pull out your special and just kill them then. But what you're going to do then is you're basically just going to drop off the little, like, plank looking thing that's up there with him, and you should turn to your right, and they should be already respawning again like the Cabal should be. So you can just roll through that multiple times, but it's not going to take you more than twice. And if for some reason they aren't spawned there, just look to your left or look straight ahead of you, and there's some Cabal just kind of chilling there waiting to be killed. So all you got to do is do that and rotate through, and this should take you no more than 2 or 3 minutes. It literally didn't take me more than 2 passes. Now occasionally they do spawn other Majors and Ultras like phalanxes, you know, going through that. But like I said, it's not going to be much of a problem, and it's not going to hinder your success at all. I found this one to be super quick, and it's a really easy way to knock this guy out. So for this next venue, we are going to be focusing on the Hive Pulse Rifle, aka our precision shotgun, and we're going to be taking this guy to the Ember Caves on Venus. Now this gun is really flexible. You could really do it anywhere you're comfortable with. You could keep it back at the Hollows where we were with the Cabal. You could take it to our next venue we're going to talk about. You could take it to your favorite spot to go on patrols or someplace to do a mission. It's really easy, but I took it to the caves because the Fallen spawn really regularly and the camps are really close, but yet far enough away that you can kind of line up your precision shots without getting heckled too much, except for you do get some fire from like the top rafters where they're spawned around that captain. But other than that, I found it to be really easy, and I actually knocked this out before even going through 2 of the camps. Like I hadn't even made a full round and the gun was already done. So really quick, minute, 2 minutes max. It really just depends on how you can line your shots up and, just kind of hitting those shots and finishing. But even if you do miss a couple and kind of get a few body shots, there's just plenty of Fallen in the area, and if you make your kind of trip up and around through like you're going to go through into the caves, but just kind of kill the captain, then they should be respawning by the time you get back. So really easy, really quick. These first 2 guns together should take you no longer than 5 minutes to knock out. Finally, since out of our last 3 weapons, 2 require Hive kills and 1 requires Fallen Captain kills, we're heading back to the place we used last week, heading back to the Cosmodrome, but we're going to kind of change the route up a little bit and kind of change the focus a tad. Starting off, of course, we're going to start with the Omalon Sniper. We're going to hit our 3 captains in the Moth Yards, the 2 in the caves, and the 1 heading up toward the Skywatch. The one thing I will mention is that I did notice, like this time right here, that the second captain, the second cave captain, did not spawn. I'm not quite sure if that's because someone else is in the area and they happen to kill it, or if that's just something that happens normally, because every other time that I've done it and I've checked it, all the captains spawned in perfectly fine, so I just kind of wanted to warn you guys about that. After that, we are going to jump on our speeder and head over to the Forgotten Shore, because there should be a captain here in this first ship. It wasn't here when I jumped in here because these guys are doing a public event and everything seemed kind of wiped on that side of the map. And then there's that one heading back where you're going toward Rasputin. Just 2, they're not really hard to get to, they're not really out of the way, and that way you can kind of roll back up and through and head up toward the Skywatch and start working on our Hive weapons, but have a pretty good head start on our captains and be giving them the opportunity to respawn. So just like last week, we're going to roll up toward that place where we first encountered the Hive. We're going to clear out all those acolytes in the night there with our pulse rifle, and then hit the Thrall in the back corner to start his event. And if you take out each individual Thrall and let them all spawn in before you start touching the Hand of Crota, you should be able to finish out your pulse rifle. This is the part that was kind of weird for me, is that, like I said, Majors and Ultras aren't supposed to count. But I cleared out everything, cleared like the first 2 waves, and then I killed the hand last, and it wasn't until I killed the hand that I got enough to finish the pulse rifle. Like, it finished right when I killed the hand, so I don't know what that's about, but I just kind of want to let you guys know about that. Now, this is the part where things get a tad bit tricky because we want to get started on our shotgun. We also want to knock out our sniper rifle. And if you push up toward that skirmish between the Hive and the Fallen, there's actually a captain chilling in the little like alcove with his vandals that you can hit with your sniper. And there's obviously Hive there that you can kill with your shotgun. So what I had to do, since whenever you switch between weapons you lose a bit of ammo, is I had to pop a synth to go in between both. I went ahead and I killed the Hive first with my shotgun, and then I switched to the sniper and then hit the captain. I know some people might not be happy with using synths. You should be okay if you just go ahead and kill some of the extras in the area and get some ammo back there. But yeah, once you go ahead and you finish up that and you get the captain killed and you get the Hive killed, I rolled back toward where our first 3 captains were at in the moth yards. They should be respawned by that point. And then if you head back toward the Forgotten Shore, those ones should be spawning up as well. That should be pretty close to finishing up your captains. And then if you head back toward that place we first encountered the Hive where we just did our pulse rifle, the Acolytes and the Knight might not be spawned in, but the Thrall that should be in the very back corner ready to be hit and, you know, that event to be engaged again. And so you do that, and you just kill everything with the shotgun, and that should knock out all that as well. These last 2 weapons should take you the longest. I would say about maybe 10 minutes or so, maybe 15, depending on just how, you know, focused you are on it or just how, you know, quick you're trying to be with it. But definitely, I still think this is the quickest way to get all 3 of them done at the same time. So now that we got all our test weapons knocked out for this week, we can now turn our attention to what we want to order for next Arms Day. Like I mentioned earlier, guys, we've got 3 ARs this week, so I highly suggest going down to the description below and checking out the Destiny Tracker database for Gunsmith weapons. In it, they have all the stats and possible perks you can get for each weapon you can requisition for Arms Day, and I think it'll definitely help you guys out when it comes to making your choices. You know, what's the difference between the 41 and the 45 for the Suros? Is the Hake one better in general, etc., etc.? But I know for me, at least, I'll definitely be picking up the Hake assault rifle for this week, so I really like, at least for the test-wise, I've liked how it's felt and how it looks kind of like a Call of Duty weapon. I just think it's kind of cool, and I'll be picking up that Suros rocket launcher as well because I've heard it's pretty cool looking and is huge on your shoulders, so I don't know, I kind of want to mess with those. But, you know, I'm sure I'll pick up one of the Suros ARs as well since I already got the Omelon Sniper last week. Again, before I head out, guys, I just want to say that if you're looking for a little bit more Gunsmith rep, if you complete that weekly Crucible quest chain down to Weapon Master, it'll give you a 500-point boost whenever you get that completed. It's tedious and it's awful, I know, but I just wanted to mention it again for anyone who's just looking for that little bit of extra rep once they finish the weapons to kind of get into that next rank. So anyway, guys, I hope this was helpful. Please leave a like, comment, and subscribe if it was, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.